Hey guys, so I'm back again with another video, and this time it's one of those three, which if you didn't know, that was a new update today, and it brought this along as well as the support conversations, which I haven't tried those out yet, but eventually I will, and I'll let you know what I think of them. But back to the main topic at hand. Either way, this whole sort of set of battles, the problem with it is the speed. So many units have high speed, like this green mage, for example, has 38 speed. So if going up against another green unit, they will probably still decimate. Like, so I would bring a hone or by red speed slash resistance, whichever one you want. Like, my grey has 45 red, so Hector wouldn't get KO'd. And then also dances and stuff to get your units out of danger. Obviously, I'm not on this map, I haven't, but you could use, let's say, like a Julia with green flame rate sing so she can take care of Ephraim, no problem, and then she'll be able to deal with the green mage as well, because you're obviously can't be double. But as well, I am using Lucina, and she gives like plus 60, so that does help a bit. But Amelia here, she's able to pick out the lance, and like I guess I could have done it with Lucina, but at the same time, she'd be left open to Erica, and she'd have bandage, which kind of sucks. But either way, though, Amelia, thanks to being like an awfully fast army unit, is able to survive. We've seen it come in with Draconic Aura, which I am using it instead of Luna, because I gave her life and death and she's plus attack. So 58 is a lot of damage. Which, to be honest, I wish I'd waited an extra day rather than to SP trainer, because by God, I had to SP train so much. Also, did I mention I'm post-commentating this? I can't remember. But yeah, this is post-commentated this time just because I couldn't record it properly. But anyway, this map is really, really easy. I'm not kidding. If you have a Raven type user, even Cecilia, they'll do fine. Just send them down to the bottom and they'll be able to deal with both archers, then have a red mage who preferably is Tarja if you can give a speed buffs. Will be able to take care of the green mage because they'll be able to double. Well, as long as they're 42 or higher, they'll be able to double. No, 43, I'm doing math wrong. Then you can sing them out of there and put a blue mage in the range, so Sinatra will themselves. And then you just leave your Raven time user at the bottom and the colourless archers. Archers? They're all colourless, kind. But, no, they will just destroy themselves against the might that is Bowie. So that is the best tip I can give this map though. Raven tome user, they will just utterly own on this map. And then, even if you can't deal with the mages straight away, you can just leave them be, and they still have to break out of that little pen bit, or work their way around, which gives you a bit more time to do what you need to do to maneuver. So, this map generally quite easy, you don't need the best of best units. But, yeah, the next map, if I remember right, is going to be the map. But, so, if you're wondering why I am post-commentating this, it is mainly because I tried recording it and it'd get to 7 minutes and then it would just stop. So obviously after a while I got just really agitated and I was just like, you know what, let's speed through this and I'll commentate afterwards. So if anyone's got any better recording like apps, I'm using Mobison, but there might be a better one out there I don't know about. But anyway, map number 3. So Rebecca, both Ikes and Sakura. Sakura was not needed whatsoever. I have Rebecca there just to take the hit from Priscilla and then be able to do some damage. And then with the help of Ike next turn, she'll be able to KO. But then the brave Ike, I'm telling you now, if you have him and you're using, Bjork's method, just change to quick riposte state and like have like Bonfire Raper. Because as you saw there, when you have one of those two skills equipped, or even anything which is like a 3-turn or a 5-turn, a 2-turn hit now becomes every hit, so when you're hitting the enemy phase, Bonfire would always activate. Or if you use Aether, it's every 2 hits, which is where the post day comes in. But if you're a brave user, like Raven, then Aether activates every turn, which I think for Ike as well is pretty drastic, because obviously weapon reduces damage by 80%. So he's able to survive great hits and then deal back with Aether, which will normally recover into the full. But
Either way though, I just sent Mike up to fight Lucius because Lucius is a healer. Healers are not your biggest concern, and as you saw, Sakura did just literally do nothing. But anyway, the next map, I would suggest bringing a unit like Xander or Seth if you have them, because you want to be able to block off the top half of the map, which in this case is Comm. I would say Xander's probably better because he's got distant counter, so he can kind of deal with the mage, but I just use Seth because, honestly, I want to grind Seth's hero carry a little bit more. But either way, then just have a red mage wait at the bottom, and they'll be able to deal with Spring Camilla anyway. And then finally, also a good fast blue unit, or they have Brave Lance, and then they can deal with your red fire at the bottom. But otherwise, it is literally just about being able to handle both forces on both sides. Like, I didn't even need Lyn, I mainly bought Lyn for reciprocal aid. And originally, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know why she had it until I remembered, oh yeah, I did give it to her. But yeah, Seth here, even with his proc, he can't KO Comm, which I guess I probably should have just repositioned Celica first, then had a KO Comm, and then... Wait, would she? Okay, no, she wouldn't actually have, I think. I don't know now. I'll have to look back on it, I guess. But either way though, it's not like Seth cares too much. He can still live hits and healer. It's mainly Celica who I needed to heal up, because otherwise Celica would have died to a healer, and that would be embarrassing. But as you can see here, Cordelia can just get rid of the sword fire. Seth will go in and take care of the healer, and then Celica will just follow up afterwards. Anyway, I'm going to start talking about it now. The last map, I would highly suggest bringing a bulky build. Like Lucas, Aboro, Ephraim, someone who can take a lot of damage on the defensive side. And preferably, even Effie actually. The more HP though, the better. And also, yeah, more HP, defense, and being blue. They're your key three things. Mainly because it's the first map of the ARM set, which the problem doesn't come from any of the units bar ARM. Obviously he has wind sweep and he will like get 3 attacks off normal unit. However, that's not what you have to worry about, because he might just do 0 damage if you're blue. It's when Draconic Aura procs. And it will take out a good like 2/3 of your health if you are not careful. Like, so I would suggest use them if you want to go around sort of the defensive route. Especially if you've got rally defenses as well. Like, I rally defense my Lucas so he can survive Faye. And this is my steady breath Lucas. As you can see, this is how good Bonfire is. But Lucas is able to handle that regime. And I would say dispose of Arm because he's by far the biggest threat. Like, Faye you can somewhat handle, but if you let Arm get Draconic Aura off, by God, you will regret it. I'm sorry if I'm stressing it too much, but I nearly screwed up at the end last night because I accidentally put Lucas in the wrong spot, and I had to like camp for 20 turns with Lucas, just Lucas at the front, until I got to a point where it was safe to send somebody else in. But obviously, I put Lucas behind Erica. He would have been safe anyway, but just so he didn't have to face any risk of fighting the Axe Fighter. But Triangle Deck Erica, she's more than able to handle it. Like any good red unit with decent defenses should do. But obviously compare it to the stats which I put aside, and you should get an estimate of what you need. But Tano will then be able to deal most of the damage to Faye, and then Erica and Lucas can clean up. But yeah, so in general, try and have fast units, fast bulky units if you can, and don't worry about supports, but supports will help you. And obviously, you can do this without brave units. Well, quite fun. Anyway, I'm gonna go before the video cuts off again, so I'll see you next time. Sorry this was rushed. Bye.